judge when keep moving and going to Atlanta, you have you don't have no rights out of wedlock. So then when I done did 3 years in prison, that shit was a whole little, all these little shits that come on, I can't even fight the Chris Brown shit. I got all type, I didn't get paid for Look at Me Now. I wrote on that. I wrote a whole verse, then Busta Rhymes cut the verse off, but I still did this part. What was we talking about? I need that bread.
Kevin McCall, one of the smoothest, most stylish guys to ever hit the scene, just went on back on Fig with T-Rail and Smack, and things got emotional. He opened up about how Chris Brown supposedly ruined his entire life, even breaking down in tears on camera. But the wild part, when that clip hit the internet, fans were not all on his side. A lot of people are actually backing Chris Brown. Let's talk about why this whole thing's blowing up. So, Kevin starts by saying that Look at Me Now, yeah, that crazy hit with Busta Rhymes was his work too, but he claims he never got the credit or the money he deserved. Then he goes on to say he also wrote for Chris on other songs, but never saw a single dollar. Now here's where people start raising eyebrows. Kevin keeps naming more and more artists who didn't pay him. Like, bro, when it's one artist, maybe it's a misunderstanding. But when it's everybody you've worked with, fans start asking, wait, is everybody shady, or are you just bad at handling your business?
And I thought about something. If this wrote all these songs that he claiming he wrote, why he ain't write no more? Oh wait, this is just one part of my house. This is life before K-Mac and life after K-Mac. Man, I'm gonna stop playing with this.
Chris Brown, for his part, has fired back before, saying that Kevin's lying about writing those songs. Chris insists Kevin didn't pen the hits he's claiming and therefore isn't owed a dime. But what really hit fans hard is when Kevin talked about how seeing Chris Brown living large, going on a $90 million tour, buying mansions, and living that superstar life makes his blood boil. Meanwhile, he's struggling just to keep his life together. He said it straight up broke him to watch someone he helped build into a legend become a millionaire while he's still fighting to be recognized. Kevin straight up admitted that some of the worst decisions of his life came from his own choices, not Chris Brown's. And honestly, that's where a lot of people started changing their opinion.
I bought this with your money. I bought this with your money. I bought this with your money. I was thinking about giving you this, but I bought this with your money too. I bought that with your money. That's the only one on the West Coast. Oh, I bought that one with your money too. I took a shit and then I bought this car. He's looking at you so disappointed, bro. You look whack as fuck.
He talked about the moment he came into a big check, around $500,000, and what he did with it will leave you shaking your head. So he gets $500,000, right? But boom, half of that's gone instantly to taxes, leaving him with just $250,000 in hand. And that's after he already sold off his publishing, so that $250,000, that's literally his last bag. No backup, no more royalties, nothing left to fall back on. And what does he do next? Gives $50,000 to his mom to buy her a house. Now don't get it twisted. Looking out for family is noble, but sometimes it's just not smart when you're barely staying afloat yourself. A lot of people from tough backgrounds do the same thing. They get a little money and suddenly become the whole family's lifeline. But the truth is, that's how so many end up broke again. Let's break it down. After taxes, he's got $250,000.
Hey, bro, I got you, my nigga. I got this Christmas change up. I got you this. Do your thing. Shout out to Ray J. We got you what's coming, K-Man. I just left rehearsal getting ready for this tour. And I just thought I should just keep being petty. So you know what I did? I went and bought a car. Not for K-Mac, but I bought one. Yeah, I just got mad. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to just keep using your money, K-Mac. I'm going to keep using your money. Hey, you see that? Thank you, bro. I appreciate all this hard work you did.
Then about $100,000 of that's gone to child support and debt. Now he's sitting on just $150,000. He drops $50,000 for his mom's house, which still has a mortgage attached. That leaves him maybe $100,000 at best, and that could have been flipped into something real, an investment, a business, anything to build long-term stability. You can't be out here giving away money when you're barely surviving yourself. That's exactly how you end up broke and in debt, wondering where all those family members went after the cash ran dry. Kevin went from having real money in his hands to using an EBT card, and it's honestly sad to see. The truth hurts, but it's got to be said. The person telling the story even said it straight. I hate to deliver the hard truths because I actually like Kevin.
All this could have been shit I could have paid for my lawyers and shit. So I just lost both of my daughters is in Atlanta right now. I don't know what the fuck is in Atlanta. Scammers and a whole lot of other shit. But my baby mamas is out there. Salute to them. They doing a great job with my daughters. I love y'all so much for that. Y'all so beautiful. It's some shit in Atlanta. You don't got no. I lost rights to my daughter, my oldest.
So you lost all custody.
I had a trial. I'm all in my shit.
They said they'd met him before and he was super nice, charismatic, humble, the kind of dude that makes you want to root for him. He walked up like, yo, you look familiar, man. I just want to say what's up. I'm Kevin, such a genuine moment, but still, the reality is that being a good person doesn't erase bad financial moves. The speaker said they believe Kevin's misguided, and honestly, that's the perfect word for it. He seems trapped in the what could have been instead of facing what's really going on. Kevin says Chris Brown owes him $25,000 for 4 songs, or maybe he's just asking for $25,000 to settle the score. Either way, he made it sound like this.
In my prison clothes, I'm like, why can't we just put this off? Like my child support is $2,000, right? Deuces ain't been popping since 2012. Why is my child support $2,000? So I had all this back pay. Then I sold my catalog for $500,000. I only got $250,000 out of it. I bought my mama a house for $50,000, and then I had to pay all this child support shit off. Why was my child support $2,000? I'm not Future or none of these.
Money was supposed to change his life, but let's be real, $25,000 ain't the reason he's broke. That amount wouldn't have stopped his struggles even if Chris had paid it on the spot. The person breaking it down said it plain. That $25,000 Chris Brown may owe you is not the reason you're on EBT. You're on EBT because of bad decisions, not bad luck. And that's a cold but honest truth. Mental health might have played a part, sure, but blaming Chris Brown for everything just doesn't add up. When people saw Kevin blasting Chris on social media, dragging him, calling him out for ruining his life, they thought Chris must have owed him millions. But when they found out it was just 25 grand, they were like, wait, that's it. And here's the craziest part. The person said they truly believe that if Kevin had just approached it differently, calm, professional, no drama, Chris Brown probably would have cut that check. But instead, all that public beef just made it harder for anyone to take him seriously.
So then I got the rears, not retrograde. That's the little star.
Even if you still had your child in California, am I correct?
Yeah, I gotta prove all of that. They wasn't supposed to. I didn't have nothing on Marley. Marley, I gotta go and file a paternity, a petition for paternity. It's only $300, but watch this. I think it's a game, bro. No, this for when I poke. Don't walk up on me playing. Or you Team Breezy? Keep that shit on the internet. What's that? My bad. I went too far? All right, music.
But here's where things went completely off the rails. Kevin McCall actually jumped online and threatened to kill Chris Brown and his kid. Like what? At that point, even if Chris did owe you something, do you really think he's ever gonna hand it over after that? Once you cross that line, it's over. Back when this happened, the internet went crazy. It was a big scandal. But reading those posts now, it's not exactly how some people remember it. It's still disgusting and unacceptable. No one's defending it. But it wasn't a straight up, I'm gonna kill Chris and his daughter type of threat. What Kevin actually said was, Chris Brown and his seed would be in a casket if he had anything to do with me being shot. He also posted messages like, stop playing with rumors or I can't promise Chris Brown will make 29. I kept him alive 7 years now in LA. Don't take the humbleness you see in me as weakness. Chris wouldn't have a head to tattoo. That's dark, really dark. Even if you're angry or paranoid, dragging someone's child into it is a major line you don't cross.
Music.
Despite your flaws as a human being, you are one of the most talented individuals to ever grace the music industry.
We gonna get to that.
So
We gonna get to that.
Veer.
I love how you
To
try
that?
to. I love how you. Yeah, we gonna veer to that. Well, we gonna
Why
get
the
the bullshit
fuck
out
You
the way.
have a testimony.
Why
and
the
to tell your life.
Get in on
But
this.
he
Look,
finna-
I witnessed it.
He finna be in here and
Why
tell
the
us
fuck I got an EBT card? And
gotta-
this is at
Hold on,
Breezy Bro
cuz.
and made 90 whatever the fuck million, and it say KKKKK Mac. Can I get 25,000 for them four songs I owe you, bro? I just want to leave, bro.
Leading up to who he is.
I'm
right
not
now.
even tripping though.
If Kevin truly knew those rumors were false, he had two better options. Either ignore the noise or simply say, Chris had nothing to do with that. But instead, he took it to a violent level that made everyone, even his supporters, step back and say, yo, this dude's spiraling. Mentioning Chris's kid was what pushed people completely over the edge. The public turned on him instantly. Fans, media outlets, even neutral observers were like, nah, this ain't it. And of course, the Shade Room posted it and it spread like wildfire. And when people demanded an apology, he refused. He doubled down and acted like it was justified. That's when everyone realized this wasn't just about unpaid royalties or creative beef. It was deeper. It was pain, pride, and probably some mental health struggles boiling over in real time.
I got an EBT card, my nigga. Like, what the bro? I can't even get nothing. Bro, man. Y'all niggas want to see a cry on here. So y'all can think I'm a bitch.
Bro.
That shit ain't fair, nigga.
Hey.
I'm on EBT, bro.
Hey.
That's why.
Man. Hey. Look, bro. I'm down, bro.
I'm on EBT, Smack. Look. Say my name, bro. That shit better. I had to go up in that motherfucker and hide my face with a mask like COVID, bro.
Don't act like every ain't had no motherfucking EBT card.
On the set, I think I had an EBT call.
Man, I might get it.
Kevin fired back at everyone criticizing him, saying, I don't see what I said wrong. The Bible says an eye for an eye. He doubled down, insisting he wasn't making threats, just speaking truth. He said, Chris didn't do it, so don't bring his name up in my life and death situation because you playing with gossip. LA ain't a game. I didn't threaten anyone. I told you how life will play out. I saved them hella exes. But the problem runs way deeper than that. The truth is, Kevin's downfall didn't start or end with Chris Brown. Most of his problems came from himself. Over the years, Kevin has burned so many bridges in the music industry that it's honestly shocking he hasn't been fully blacklisted already. The beef with Chris was just one chapter. There's a whole saga of wild rants, unpredictable behavior, and online meltdowns that kept pushing people away. He used to hop on social media, especially Twitter, and go off on these unhinged tirades, just firing shots at everyone for no reason. It gave full-on Gucci Mane in meltdown mode energy. Chaotic, emotional, and completely self-sabotaging. Industry folks started steering clear because nobody wanted to be the next name on his hit list. And it's not just old drama. Even recently, he's been lashing out again. Out of nowhere, Kevin went off on Bryson Tiller, who had literally done nothing to him. All Bryson did was buy Chris Brown a Lamborghini to celebrate being invited on tour. That's it. A kind gesture between artists. But Kevin took it as some kind of personal attack and exploded online. He posted wild messages saying, I told you, Lil Bro crazy, light-skinned ninjas got the best bussy, he got you hooked now too. That's fire, huh? Now I'm hot. Why won't he divorce me? The whole thing made people wonder if he was trolling or spiraling. At this point, fans and insiders started to realize this might not just be about anger, it might be mental health issues showing through. The pattern's too clear. Kevin gets hurt, lashes out, ruins connections, then blames everyone else for the fallout, whether it's pride, paranoia, or pain. Something inside him just can't let go. But when you start treating people like this, going off on everyone, burning connections left and right, it stops being just a Chris Brown did me wrong situation. At some point, you gotta stop and say, hold up, maybe I played a part in this too. Because it's not just about talent, it's about how you move, how you treat people, and how you handle business. Kevin McCall is undeniably talented. No one can take that from him. But the sad reality is that his own attitude might be the very reason he's locked out of the industry. He's got to look in the mirror and ask himself, why can't I hit up Bryson Tiller for a feature? Like, seriously, a Bryson collab could have put him back on the map overnight. One hot track with a big name could have easily hit 100,000 views on YouTube. That's a quick bag right there, but he can't make those calls because the trust is gone. When you burn too many bridges, people stop picking up the phone. And that's exactly what's happened to Kevin. The industry doesn't hate him. They just don't trust him. It's like every time someone tries to help, he ends up turning it into another fight. But thankfully, not everyone has given up on him. One person who showed genuine love and empathy was Young Thug. When the drama blew up, Young Thug actually tweeted at Kevin saying, Kevin McCall, hit me, my bro. I'll give you the $25,000 you need. And I know Chris Brown will give it to you too. That right there showed real heart. Young Thug didn't have to step in, he just saw a man struggling and offered to help. That's loyalty and compassion, something this industry doesn't show often. But even with that offer on the table, it's clear the problem runs way deeper than $25,000. Money can't fix what's broken if the real issue is emotional or spiritual. Kevin's pain isn't about one unpaid check, it's about years of frustration, ego, and burned relationships catching up to him. At this point, it's clear, Kevin McCall doesn't just need money, he needs real help. You could hand him that $25,000 tomorrow, but what's that really gonna fix? What's it gonna do for his mental health? What's it gonna do for all the relationships he destroyed over the years? Nothing! That money might hold him down for a couple of months in expensive LA, but after that, he's right back where he started, lost and frustrated. The truth is, $25,000 can't heal pain, can't rebuild trust, and can't restart a career that's been self-sabotaged. The only thing that can help Kevin now is accountability and therapy, and maybe some time away from all the chaos to figure out who he really is outside of fame. But even beyond music, Kevin's not helpless. He's an able-bodied, talented man, and there are so many ways he could bounce back if he truly wanted to. He could model. He's got the look for it. He could get into fashion, acting, or even start something fresh outside the entertainment world entirely. Construction, real estate, fitness. There are doors open everywhere if he's willing to rebuild from the ground up. The issue isn't that the world turned his back on him, it's that he's got to stop turning his back on himself. The industry loves a comeback story, but first, Kevin has to do the work to earn one. I truly hope he finds that healing and gets back on his feet again because the talent is still there. It just needs to be matched with the right mindset. Before we wrap this up, I want to talk directly to you watching right now. I'm building a real team. People who got passion, who love